Okay, welcome back. Last time we started up Gex 3D and Gecko and went through pretty much the entire opening area of the game. So pretty much we ended the episode off by heading on over to Gilligak's Isle and fighting the Tiki Brothers in what was possibly the easiest boss fight I've ever done. I mean, it's got some tough competition, but it's up there. We also went and got the 3 red remotes and the 2 silver remotes in Out of Tune on Toon TV. And we also did the same back over here, and that's where we'll be going next. We also got the 3 red remotes and 2 silvers in Smell Razor over on Scream TV, but now we're going to go to the bonus channel and take on Aztec 2-Step for another bonus, a bonus stage for a, another gold remote. Basically, I just need to collect these 50 gems. And I distinctly remember when I was a kid, I thought these levels were borderline impossible. So, hopefully past me will be made to look like a fool. However, I know me, I will probably find a way to prove my past self right, because I will and I feel like whenever I need to do well at something, I will suddenly become terrible at it. But hey, we'll see how it goes. Because so far, I haven't died once in this game yet, and I haven't failed any platforming too horrendously badly. So far, so good. I know this is quite literally the start of episode 2, so we aren't exactly very far, but hey, we'll get there. We will get there. So we are now halfway through, and we still have 2 and a bit minutes left. Okay, so let's quickly run on in here, grab those. Fantastic, there's 4 in there. Pretty much all I want to do is just stand on all of these little platforms, because I know that some will do things, others won't, so honestly, why would I not just stand on all of them? And then, once we collect all of them, once we collect all of the gems, I think we then have to make a run for the... I think after that we have to make a run for the gold remote. So, let's quickly just open up these last 2 areas. I imagine they both have 6 in them each. That stands to reason. And then we have a nice fair bit of time left. Okay, so we get a bonus life, and now we have a minute and a half to just kind of, have a nice little stroll on down. Obviously, Gex's Gex's outfit for this level is inspired by the Indiana Jones movies. Specifically, I think it's meant to be Raiders of the Lost Ark. I think that's what the music is going for as well. But with that, we are now done with Aztec 2-Step, and now that I think about it, of course it makes perfect sense for it to be Raiders of the Lost Ark, because I'm pretty sure the first one starts somewhere in South America. I know that I know that that's the bit where you have the boulder and everything, and I know that I think it's Belloc and the Jovitos turn up. Anyway, I'm just gonna save me game. There we go. I just had to take a second to realize, hey, is this gonna work? Also, you may notice around the media dimension there are these kind of checkerboard things. So if I hop on these, I can climb up walls, and this will take me over to 3 secret levels. I won't get access to them for a little while because I need 4, 8, and 12 gold remotes to get to them. But hey, we'll get to those when we get to those. But now we can move on to where we need to be. So, this is the kind of central hub area, because we have a blue gate, a green gate, and a red gate. So, the red gate will open when we defeat Mushu Pork, the blue gate will open when we defeat the boss in the green zone, and the green gate will open when we get 14 red remotes. So, I'm going to start today by going into Kung Fu Theater, and its opening level, Mao Zedong, which, I'm gonna be totally honest, maybe a interesting naming choice there. So basically, to get to the end of this one, all I need to do is climb across those rocking pillars. You know, once I get to them at least. So, in this level, you will see many a stereotype. Like, you will see various stereotypes of, well, just Asia in general throughout here. Because, well, that's just... It's a game from the 1990s, you know? Oh, so, I feel like seeing a whole bunch of stereotypes may or may not have been kind of par for the course. Also, this is actually the wrong way. This is the way to the other course throughout the stage. This one actually takes longer, so I don't mind doing it first. Because realistically, I will also, more accurately, I just need to be careful on platforming here. There we go. More accurately, I think it's probably just easier for me to make my way across and get the 2 secret remotes. That's if I do this challenge first. Okay, so now, also there's these kind of just, these symbols on the floor mean I can kind of super jump. And now, if I hop on up here, I can just no, I messed that up. But if I just hop on up here and jump across, this is where the hidden silver remote is for this stage. 10 out of 10. I do remember some things about this game from the last time that I played it. And while I'm here, I might as well, you know, just grab some more of those. And yes, the first collectible in the Kung Fu Theater stages are just like take-out Chinese food boxes.
Akira, white courtesy phone, paging Akira.
I have no idea what half of these lines are meant to be even. Anyway, now this kind of armor comes to life. I just have to hit that twice, just knock the head off, then hit it again and it dies. And we are nearly in the clear to get our first whatchamacallit done. And I nearly sent myself flying off the edge there. So if I had flown off the edge there, I would have fallen all the way back down, and I would have had to go back through that first area again. And that guy, I think he just went flying all the way off that. Okay, so we have Food Fight in the Bronx featuring Gecko-chan. Also, there's another ninja up there. Actually, I think that's where the end of the level is. But hey, we will get there when we get there, because we actually have quite a bit of level left to do. Okay, so let's just break through these. Now we have to pick up these kind of, I think they're yin-yang symbols? I don't know if there's like, so I'll be totally honest, I'm not 100% certain on if there's like a proper term for them. I know that, I'm pretty sure they have something to do with Taoism, but I might be wrong. So yeah, apologies if I make any horrendous mistakes on these. Okay, so now I need to hop on here and climb up this wall. I will say, I do greatly appreciate how they make the climbable walls very easy to kind of, I know, it's very easy to see when a wall is going to be climbable, you know? Okay, so now I just have to push this cannon. So that opens up a new area. And now I just have to hit these 2 gongs. And that raises the platforms up, and now I can move on ahead in the stage. Fantastic. And we also get another, we get another fly. And wait, am I full health? I am not. Either way, I can just keep a hold of the fly and just kind of absorb it whenever I need to. And so I'm going to do that right now because it's my own convenience, and there isn't anything else for me to pick up here. Great. So we just break that window and keep on moving. And with that, we get another checkpoint. Also, I'm really sorry that the game kind of just flashes whenever you hit a checkpoint. And the Great Wall ain't so great, they say. Also, okay, the lizards suck statement. That is, I assume, just because Gex is a gecko, and, you know, different type. I guess the reptile, rivalry, I suppose. Also, here's some scorpions. Why scorpions? No idea. But hey, they drop free things if we kill them, so I'm not gonna complain. And now we need to destroy this thing again. I think most enemies in this game might actually drop 3 things. And that was very close. I could have taken another hit of damage, which wouldn't be ideal for me, but hey. I think I should be able to get onto the last one. I don't know if there's actually enough things
Say
left in
hello
the
to
stage
the
for me to pick
floor.
up. There probably is, but it might actually be pretty close. And honestly, the fact that I nearly missed that is kind of saddening to me. And now I just use these to kind of just hop across, and now I zipline my way down. And I will do that a couple more times, and then we'll kind of just reach the top of the area, just wait for the fire to go away, and then just destroy that. And what's our last thing to pick up? I think that meant to be like some form of kabuki mask or something. I don't know what they specifically are. So once again, my apologies if I am horrendously incorrect. Like, I know that, like, I don't know, I know that they'll have something to do with some form, or, like, I know they probably have something to do with some form of Asian theatre, and I kind of just defaulted to kabuki theatre, but I think these levels are meant to be, like, specifically Chinese, but at the same time I'm thinking ninjas, so who knows? Either way, we are most of the way through a stage now. And also, that guy was just waiting around that corner. Like, he was camping that. He was really going for that kill. And here is where that ninja was earlier. So now we just destroy those, and we are now into what I believe to be the final area of this level. I think this is actually kind of... Weirdly enough, I think this is probably the closest thing that this game has to, like, a little bit of a combat challenge. Which is weird, because I'm pretty sure I have to fight, like, 10 guys here. So, obviously, the the ninjas in black, they just kind of run at me and swing swords. The ones in red will sit back and throw shuriken, and then when I get close, they'll try to use the sword. I guess not. I guess they will always default to the shuriken. Okay. But either way, they just go down. They go down in 2 hits. It's not that big of a deal. Honestly, even if I die, I'm still kind of safe. Because if I die and lose a life here, that could actually still work for me. However, I need to be very careful here, because if I look up, I can climb on there, and if I just sit and wait, we can see the dragon that I need to kill, just kind of floating around. And that means as soon as I go up there, it is going to attack. Like, it will go up there as soon as it will attack as soon as I go up there. So it is entirely possible that I will get killed by this thing off screen. So I need to play a little bit safe. Just for now.
With level 6,
But
you
since
get
I
aggro.
can't see... so it helps if I go the right way. But I think I'm just gonna have to risk it. No, wait, this is where I came up
I'm
from.
the perfect weapon.
Do I just drop down? No? I have lost what I'm supposed to do. I did a stupid. I did a very stupid, okay. Never mind, disregard what I just did. I kind of just completely blanked on what I was supposed to do. Okay, I'm lost. Never mind, I am stupider than I think I am. And honestly, quite often, okay, for a second I thought I got stuck in the wall. Is there another health point I can get? To be totally honest, I'm not too worried. All I need to do is keep turning the cannon and hit the dragon. And honestly, I'm just gonna mash the button. I'm just gonna mash the button and hope for the best. Because I think this thing has like 4 or 5 hits left. I'm also realizing that this is kind of similar to the boss fight, but the kind of mini-boss with the dragons in the Fireworks Factory in Spyro 3. And that is maybe a little bit of a weird comparison, but hey, here we are. I think I just need to hit it one more time. There we go. So there goes that dragon.
Short round when you need him.
So that dragon is now slain. we now need, I just pick these up, grab the second silver remote, and we are on our way. I say we are on our way, but you know what? I don't need to pick those up. I won't get another like 50 by the time I exit the stage, because now I just have to hop on the statue, and away we go.
Nice one.
So that is our first bit of Kung Fu Theatre complete. So now, obviously, we do have one more thing left to do in here, and after that, I only need to get one more. Oh, and then we'll actually have access to the next boss. But we now get the next level up. No, the next bonus stage. That's what it's called. Which I believe is called Thursday the 12th.
Tail time.
Which, obviously, you know, Thursday the 12th, day before Friday the 13th, so I imagine that's probably a slightly horror-themed one. But hey, we will figure that one out as we go. And also, this time, I'm just going to kind of beeline my way through. I don't need to try to collect everything. I don't need to collect everything because I've already been through. So I am just going to, basically, I'm just going to try to get through this stage as fast as I can. And it realistically shouldn't be too difficult to do that. I maybe should have played a little bit safer there. And I just hop on over there. And that just spins, and we go through into another room. Okay. Now, I do need to find my way up there, but that won't be too difficult. Bang, we just hit the gong, and all these appear. And I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait one kind of fire cycle. Actually, I can just avoid it. And I'm just gonna kill it because I can. I say as I nearly completely miss it, but hey, here we are. Now I just need to bounce up. There we go. Now, I'll take this just as a little bonus precaution. And we just need to, you know, dodge those. The kind of, the red blocks will fall if we stand on them for too long. So I just want to avoid those. And I believe I'm in the final area of this stage now. No? Okay, I must be pretty close to it, though. Okay, I think I have to kill these guys.
Hello there.
Fortunately, they all go down in 2 hits, so it's not that big of a deal. And realistically, if you just keep moving, they can't hit you. So, yeah, that is very simple, very easy. And away we go. And, obviously, you get 2, 1 on each side of the room, so that's not too bad either. And now, we just hit all the gongs. I imagine there'll probably also be one on this side. So just hop on up here, hit that gong, and that should open up a new area for us, I believe. It certainly seems that way. And okay, I think this is what takes me to the end of the stage. Like, I'm fairly certain this is the last area now. I'm not even going to bother with the fire-breathing head this time.
Are you after the old sandwich in my pocket?
Okay, so now we just have to platform our way across these kind of rocking what are they even called? These kind of like, these kind of rocking platforms. I just need to not dodge, I just need to hop my way across those. As soon as the camera wants to work with me. Okay, so, we just kind of hop. Okay, that was bad. That was terrible on my part. But hey, it happens.
What smells like?
Happens to the best/worst of us.
Obi-Wan has taught you
Okay,
well.
I am just going to wait and hop across
Slip
there.
of the tongue.
To be totally honest, I feel like sometimes in this game, the being able to just catch a platform with the tongue is simultaneously the most and least reliable thing in the game. Sometimes it will work perfectly, other times it'll just go, nah, not today. But hey, with that is mouse a tongue complete. Honestly, you know, maybe it's a little bit questionable for them to, you know, name their level after, like, you know, a dictator, but whatever. Now we're gonna head on into Circuit Central, which is our first kind of computer-themed stage. And let's go with Cross the Data Bus Bridges. Also, I love how Crystal Dynamics use that. Crystal Dynamics use that sound so much. Like, I don't know if it's in Shadow Man or Akuji the Heartless, But when I was a kid, I played this, and I played The Unholy War quite a lot, and that sound, I'm pretty sure, is a very common one in both
A
games.
little tongue now.
I mean, to be fair, it's a pretty solid, like, generic machine kind of sound, you know? Okay, so, when I run into those, as I get kind of powered up, and that allows me to turn these on. That will turn them into just kind of jump pads, basically. Also, that jump sound effect actually comes from, I want to say it's from I think it's from a TV show, like the $6 Million Man or something. Also, that is not the one I wanted to go to. Though, the one I wanted to go to is actually over on this side. Also, that was not where I want to go. But hey, we will just manage. Because I also do want to collect everything that I can. Maybe the game didn't want to work with me on that specific occasion. And I am going to have to hop back. Not going to lie, the camera will be my biggest enemy in this game, as I said last time. But hey, happens to us all. You know, sometimes 90s platformers just don't have the best camera. It happens.
This is for all the angels.
Okay, so... Camera, please work with me for once. Okay. I'm gonna have to hop back across the entire side of the room. On the plus side, I do know where I'm going. Like, I do know where I'm going. I just don't know if I'm gonna get access to enough things to kind of power my way through the stage. But hey, I will find the way. I mean, I say that as I immediately prove myself wrong and go the wrong way, but hey, this is where I need to go. Okay, so, off we go.
Tron didn't work once. It's not working twice.
Gex just made reference to Tron. I'll be honest, I've never seen Tron. So we had 9-volt we had 9-volt batteries. I think these are LEDs. And I have no idea what the third thing's gonna be. I'm gonna wait for one more orb to go through. There we go. Because now I just need to kind of follow my way across it. I could do the flying kick, but I don't know if that's safe to do. And by that, I mean I don't know if I would go too far and overshoot with it. And I just overshot there. Fortunately, if you fall off, it just brings you back to here and doesn't kill you. Which, honestly, I think is a very nice little thing. However, it does mean I have to do this little platforming section again. But hey, who knows, maybe I'll pick up that one that I missed this time. And I just, took a second to let that one go past. As, not interrupt the flow of traffic. Now we just flying kick, and I missed again, okay. But fortunately, I think the game saw that I was right at the end. Or maybe it coded that I, hit the ground there for, enough time to just go, yeah, we'll give him that. Anyway, so as I mentioned last time, I'm doing this to kind of get ahead of myself just a little bit before SMT5, whatchamacallit, Vengeance comes out. I nearly called it SMT5 Nocturne, and that would have been very incorrect, because Nocturne was SMT3. So, basically, my line of thinking and approach for it is kind of just going to be like, hey, I'm going to try to get a little bit ahead of myself, and I fell down. Great. So yeah, I'm going to try to get a bit ahead of myself off of this. But hey, who knows? I mean, okay, so, full disclosure, I will mention that I want to play SMT5 when it comes out. Also, I don't know how to get back up here. I genuinely don't know if I can? Oh, yeah, right, this is a climbable wall. I had forgotten. It's been nearly 2 years since I last played this game. But yeah, so pretty much, I'll talk about having played SMT5 when I eventually have played Vengeance. I have played the original version of SMT5, but I don't want to, I don't want to do spoilers for it, because honestly, I feel like Shin Megami Tensei should just be experienced as is, because honestly, I love SMT. Genuinely, this is my recommendation. Honestly, pretty much the entire Shin Megami Tensei franchise. I guess more the Megami Tensei franchise. Because, like, I know that obviously Persona is super popular, and a lot of Persona fans just kind of don't want to give SMT a shot. Because it doesn't have, like, the social aspects. But honestly, genuinely, I highly recommend Shin Megami Tensei. I mean, I even recommend the original one from 1992. I wouldn't recommend the original Megami Tensei, and say, on, like, the NES. Sorry, the Famicom from, like, the late 80s. I feel like that's a different thing. Also, this could take me a little while. So basically, I have to hit this thing, and it will send me flying off somewhere. Also, I jumped there because I thought that was going to kind of go in and just drop me off anyway. But yeah, this could take me a little while. But yeah, basically just getting ahead of myself before I basically just stop to play SMT5. In the meantime, since I've been playing... that wasn't great. So in the meantime, I'm like, because... So obviously I have Pokemon Colosseum going on right now as well. That... I think, because I am going to be doing the post-game for that as well. I'm going to be doing the post-game for that as well. Currently, that's looking like it'll probably be roughly 23, 24 episodes. Like, maybe a couple more. So that's like where I'm currently at with Pokemon Colosseum and my thinking of how many episodes that'll be. And this, I have no idea how many it'll be. And yeah, so been playing those. And in my free time, additional stuff I've been playing. I finally got around because I bought it. I think I bought it like last summer. It was either last summer or last Halloween. I already had it on 360, but I bought the Devil May Cry HD collection again on the PS4. And yeah, been playing through DMC again, and to the surprise of, well, honestly, to the surprise of partially myself, yeah, DMC1 still mostly holds up. Now, I say it mostly holds up because the camera chooses violence on a fairly regular basis, and it does make some things unbearable, and that game's highest difficulty is, a bit unfair in some aspects. Just like and I think on the highest difficulty, bosses do like 500% damage or something, which is maybe a little bit much. But honestly, the game in itself is genuinely really good. And to be totally honest, I feel like a lot of the issues that I have with DMC1, I'm a bit more willing to forgive those because it was basically the first one of a genre. Like, I don't think there was... Like, I'm pretty sure that was, like, the first time that the character action game really, like, existed. So I'm willing to give it a bit more benefit of doubt. So I did that, I got the platinum. Also, we now have access to the next boss, Mushu Pork. We'll be fighting Mushu Pork next time. But we're gonna head back into Circuit Central for now. But yeah, so pretty much, it's an interesting one. DMC1 is still pretty good. I would still recommend DMC1. So I think it took me 4 playthroughs. I did normal mode twice, hard mode, and then Dante Must Die mode. And I got the platinum trophy for that. Had a mostly great time. Aside from a couple of things. Honestly, one thing that really bugged me is I beat Nightmare 3, which was honestly an infuriating boss fight. I beat that first try. Like, I beat that first try on the highest difficulty and didn't get a good grade for it without using items. So, I was a little bit disappointed in that. I don't know how that happened.
Put it on my
But either way, I can't really complain, because for the most part, I enjoyed my time playing DMC1 again. And I hadn't played it in like 5-6 years, so, you know, it's always nice to just go back to it. It's always nice to just go back to a game you haven't played for a while. Especially if it's one that you were very fond of initially. And then, over the last weekend, I kind of ruined my entire week by going, yeah, I'll play Devil May Cry 2 again. And I then forced myself to play Devil May Cry 2 until I got the Platinum Trophy. And, yeah, so this is me having finished, so basically, I finished getting the Platinum Trophy for Devil May Cry 2, and then the next day woke up and went, yeah, I'm gonna record Gex. So, you know, maybe not my most powerful back-to-back day of ideas, but you know what, hey, it happens. If I am missing one thing, I'm gonna be so annoyed when I get to the end. But yeah, also, no, I haven't gone the wrong way, just a lot of this level looks the same, regardless of which way you go. So yeah, I've been playing, so, okay. I feel like maybe I was a bit mean about DMC2 there. DMC2 has some good ideas, as evidenced by the fact that some of the things that were honestly originated in DMC2 did come back for the rest of the series. Like, Bloody Palace became a mainstay, being able to weapon switch whenever you wanted was a cool, good idea. Honestly, I think there's some things from DMC2 that are genuinely super cool. Like, I kind of like the amulet idea with the multiple hearts that you can get. So you can, in a way, sort of customize the devil trigger. I think that's a cool idea. Yeah, I think Lucia is a cool and interesting character, but honestly, DMC2's story is so bad that it's... Like, okay, so, for reference, DMC2's story is basically, what if we just drained all personality that Dante had in the first game, and also went, okay, now, and then the entire story is basically just like, hey, Dante, we're gonna need you to kill this guy. It's like, okay, off I go. And it's just like, cool, but we'll tell you a story about your dad if you do it. And it's like, okay, and then you get to the end, it's just like, I know, he did the same thing. DMC2 is not a very good game. However, knowing the kind of, like, having heard this kind of story about its development, I'm not going to say it makes it good, but I'm going to say it makes it understandable as to why honestly, okay, so DMC2 is not a good game. However, I think given the kind of time scale it was realistically all put together in once Itsuno took the helm, I think that is genuinely impressive. Because realistically, that game was ultimately kind of thrown together once Itsuno took over the project in, I think it was like 4 to 6 months. And, well, you know, I am not someone who has ever made a game. The most I have ever done in terms of, like, game development is I think I did like a 1-week course where I managed to make a very simple game where you just rolled a ball. And that took me like a week to kind of figure all that out. So, you know, I didn't really have to worry about thinking about game mechanics or anything. And honestly, you know what, if we had to take a DMC2 to get a DMC3, I'm more than okay with that, you know? But honestly, the fact that that game was kind of thrown together in such a kind of short period of time, and also, I need to go down one more floor here. The fact that I was kind of thrown together in such a short period of time, I fell all the way down to the bottom, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Great. Yeah, but yeah, the fact that it was thrown together in such a short period of time, and, like, I never encountered any, like, massive game-breaking bugs or anything, I think that just by itself is kind of impressive. Because realistically, this is a game that came out in 2003. And, well, you know how a lot of big... You know how a lot of major releases are now. Like, a lot of major releases now will have way longer and still come out super buggy. Hi Bethesda, how you doing? You know, I mean, to be fair, to give Bethesda some credit, I think their games coming out as buggy messes is kind of part of the brand. It's kind of part of the charm, I guess. I mean, I say that. I played Oblivion, I played Fallout 3, and then went, you know what? I am good. I have seen enough. Okay. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go back through the stage, I suppose. Because I am short 26 things.
How's that getting Bill Gates' head?
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run back through the level to pick up these. So, yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna do now. And now we got to play a fun game called, hey, how difficult is it to do this level backwards? As it turns out, it's not particularly difficult because I can still pretty much see. I can still see clearly enough. Also, when I picked up the 30 things, so they became 40, and then the 40 turned to 50, all of them do respawn. So it is very manageable to go and get them all. However, I messed that up. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a cut, and then I'll be back when I actually have all the stuff to get the silver. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I ended up kind of just running through most of the other side of the level, but hey, that's the other silver done. So what I'm going to do is make another quick cut, and then I'll be right back to, you know, go back up that tower and finish off the level. So I will be right back. Okay, so now I just need to climb my way up this tower, and then we are good to go, and then I will end off today's episode, because, yeah, I don't think I will be able to get all of the next horror level done in one thing. Also, the enemies have respawned because I died. Honestly, if I'd played a bit smarter, I would have actually taken the death earlier, so I wouldn't have to basically, if I'd taken the death sooner, I wouldn't have had to walk back through the entire level. So, that maybe wasn't my smartest play, but hey, these things happen. Well, that's just an annoyance, isn't it? Okay, so can I just... Okay, that felt targeted. Okay. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, so that was a reference to the shop Woolworths, which I don't think has existed as a physical store in the UK for years. Like, I'm pretty sure Woolworths, like, I think it stopped being a physical store here in the UK in, like, 2004, 2006 or something. I know it hasn't been one here for a very long time. I think it does still have, like, a digital store, like, an online store. But I think I want to say Woolworths is maybe still working in Australia. If any Australians are watching, can you inform me if I'm correct or not on that? Anyway, with that, we are now done with the first level in Circuit Central, which was called, I have forgotten what it was called. It's www.com.com, I think. Actually, I can just check. Yeah, .com. Okay, so now I update my save. And next time, because I'm going to be finishing off today's episode here. Next time, we'll be heading on over and dealing with Frankensteinfeld. And then we'll also be dealing with Mushu Pork. And then we'll just see where the episode takes us. So, I'm going to end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment and click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined. And I will hopefully see you all next time for more Gex 3D and Ever Gecko. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.